everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2026 Hyundai Palisade and its 14-speaker Bose sound system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, controls, speaker locations, then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And I recommend listening with headphones so you can hear exactly what I hear from the driver's seat. But before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. Entirely new generation of the Hyundai Palisade. Looking very striking here with this new front end, new styling profile. Still rocking a naturally aspirated V6 and a conventional automatic transmission. It's a good, comfortable, stylish way to move you and your family. So if you do want to see more on it, check the link below for our first drive review. Once we get one back at DMHQ, we'll do a whole fuel economy test and DM review. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed wave files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. Here in the now playing media screen, we see one little spot for Bose center point adjustment. We'll get back to that here in a moment. For some reason, that isn't put in the same menu as all of the other sound adjustments. So we go here and then go to sound settings. We're greeted first with premium sound, and that gives us Sound True, which is a Bose technology here that says provides improved soundstage and dynamic experience for compressed audio files. Now, we test with uncompressed audio, so let's just see what difference it makes for this one. So I didn't really notice much of a difference, as I shouldn't, because it's uncompressed. I don't know how that would be with compressed audio, but theoretically you'd want to have that on, although it might change your recording a little bit. Then you've got dynamic speed compensation, so as you get going faster, it's going to listen to engine, wind, and road noise and adjust the music accordingly. And then startup maximum volume limit. This is something I really appreciate, because if you're rocking out to music, come home late at night, the song ends, you shut your car off. When you get in the next morning to go to school or work or anything, you don't want to have the next song pick up at that same loud volume. You want it to be turned down. So I appreciate that setting right there. Then below that, you have adjustments for front and rear, left, right, fader, and balance. And then treble, mid-range, and bass EQ. Let's go through those. And then the last one, we're going to go back again to Bose center point. That's going to create more of an artificial surround sound environment. So let's turn that on and off. Some people are going to appreciate that more or less. To me, it really depends on the model of vehicle. In this Palisade, so far listening to it, it's not a very front-focused soundstage to begin with, so I don't find center point to add much to my listening experience. It makes it just a little bit more hollow and vague. But some vehicles, if they have a very dramatic center front soundstage, I like having center point on for some songs. And that's mostly personal preference, but we're going to do most of our testing with that off. And that's it for audio adjustments. For audio controls here in the Palisade, you have a nice volume knob, good clickage, easy to reach for the driver and passenger, and then you have a volume roller on the right side of the steering wheel. I love having a scroller. You can also push down on it to mute. For track selection, you've got physical controls here and a tuning knob there, and then right next to the volume control, you have an up and down track selection. I appreciate that, and then you can also use the touchscreen if you're in the proper menu. For audio inputs in the Palisade, you have, let's get over here. Oh, they got rid of the radio button. Interesting. Okay, you have FM, AM, Sirius XM satellite radio. Let's confirm that we have HD radio. Yes, we do. USB-C, Bluetooth, and support for wireless and wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. On top of that, we have Amazon Music built in, SoundCloud, Alexa, which I don't believe is an audio input necessarily, and then this Sounds of Nature. including things such as City at Dawn, Moment of Meditation, and Autumn Sentiments. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, there's no USB-A port, so make sure you have an adapter like this one if you're using USB-A device. And while we have Amazon Music and SoundCloud, I don't see YouTube Music or Pandora or Tidal or any other streaming services. It's entirely possible they will add those in, just not included in the vehicle we're driving. Speaker locations. As I said, this is a 14 speaker system for 2026. Starting in the bottom left, you've got a door, kind of woofery type speaker there. 1 mid-ranger up front, 2 tweeter, 3, 4 center mid-ranger, 5, 6, 7 over on the other side. Coming into the back, we've got 8 woofer, 9 tweeter, 10, 11 on the other side. In the D pillars, we have 13, wait a minute, sorry, 10, 11, 12, 13. They call them surround speakers. Back, are they in the D pillar? Or maybe they're up in the... Oh no, they're right down here, kind of below, in between the C and D pillars. And then we have a subwoofer back here, giving us number 14. Before we hop on the road, let's do a quick test of the 5.1 surround sound capabilities using the immersiveaudioalbum.com surround demonstration and channel test.
Audio album channel configuration test. Left. Center. Right. Left surround.
Oh!
Right surround.
We're going to get the LFE? That's proper 5.1 audio in here. Okay, I didn't necessarily expect that, but very cool. So if you do want to listen to 5.1 music, such as something like this, where you've got a lot of different sounds around you, you're going to actually get that coming through properly here in the Palisade. Okay, cool. And with that, let's head out on the road. Quick disclaimer before the next section of the video. This is a first drive event, and I had to record these 2 portions of the video out of sequence. So I recorded the walk around after recording my evaluations. That being said, I did not realize the mid-range speakers were up here in the instrument panel, in the IP up near the windshield. I make criticisms about there not being a mid-ranger around here. My criticisms still stand, despite me being misinformed about having a mid-ranger. I thought it was just a tweeter, woofer, and then the center mid-ranger. So just know that while I'm complaining that there isn't a mid-ranger around, I still stand by my statements on the system. tight bass is coming through really, really well. I can tell that that was a focus from the sound engineers, was getting that satisfying precision in the upper bass sounds. The highs are also coming through nicely. However, I'm really concerned that form took precedence over function when it comes to the mid-range speaker placements in this car, because I'm getting a hollowness, and I apologize to the Bose sound engineers for saying this, but it reminds me of listening to something out of one of my older Ford products where there's just a big center speaker down low in the door, because there's an absence and a hollowness in the mid-range where a lot of your meat and potatoes sound comes from when listening to music. I'm going to go back to this orchestral track and show you kind of what I mean. Listen when everything comes in. There's a resonance in that piano, and I'm hearing it coming right down from about Ken's knee because the speaker is way down low there. And I've got a good placement for these tweeters. This is good. But this is too low for this midwoofer down there. And it's creating a hollowness that it's not doing justice to the song. So I'm disappointed, because I know these door panels look beautiful, and I bet you that the designers won over from the sound engineers when placing the speakers in the doors. For this next track though, we will turn the bass all the way up, and we do have our new bass track as well, so we're gonna get to that too. I think we're gonna get a good result with the bass. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm feeling it in my seat. I'm not getting a ton of mirror shakeage, but again, I'm picking up on that timing. It's coming into a very satisfying, precise bass hit, even if it's not exactly window shattering. Let me drop down here to our new track. Once this comes in, this should give us a little bit more of a test of that kind of heavier bass hit. I don't think it's going to be huge, but again, it should be precise. So let's see if we get any distortion. Okay, alright, so now I'm getting the mirror shakeage. Feeling it in the wheel a little bit. I mean, that subwoofer's putting in some work. That's pretty good bass sound. I'm satisfied with that. Again, very, very tight. Even if I turn it up really loud, you can tell there's enough power from the amplifier to still give us the sounds we need to hear. I'm good with that. my thoughts on the 14 speaker Bose sound system here in the redesigned Palisade. Again, top ends, very nice, very crisp, very precise. I'm satisfied with those. The bass coming through nice, strong, really good presence on that bass track there. But this system is in drastic need of a door-mounted mid-woofer, or mid-ranger right here. Right here. Give me something to take a little load off the mid-woofers down there and the center speaker. That would eliminate a hollowness inside the system that is really plaguing most of the tracks we're testing here. Unless you're somebody who listens to very simple drum and bass style music, you're gonna be wondering, okay, why doesn't that sound as precise as it should? So for a rating, for the price of this calligraphy model and the class of vehicle, a 3-row SUV like this, it's coming in at a B. I mean, it's been a little while since I tested the Harman Kardon system in the outgoing model. I know we gave that a B. I want to say this is better. And with a little bit of mid-range drop, I do like the sound a little bit more. I can't help but feel that the designers won out over the audio engineers in creating this system. Make it a 6-speaker system, give us a speaker right here, it'd be A tier easily. So thank you. Well, let me think here for a sec. Let's go back up the track a little bit. Oh, we can't because it's, all right. Let's skip to the next one. So that's in terms of class. Holistically speaking, sound quality, again, probably about a B+. It doesn't blow me away, but I'm happy listening to the music, and it has that bottom end to carry it. So overall, impressive system, but I can't help but think that we should have gotten a little bit more here. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the new Palisade, check the link below, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from DM Sound, and as always, drive on.
Why am I like this? Something's always up. Just can't put my finger on it, but it's there.